What's up, y'all? King Prince 33, bringing you that wisdom and knowledge, baby. Let's go. So today's topic is about astrology in the Bible and how astrology is real and how astrology is not of the devil and it's not evil, and you shouldn't be afraid of astrology. If you are, hopefully you're not. But there's nothing to be afraid of with astrology. It's not witchcraft. It's not evil. It's actually of God. If God created the stars, and astrology is about the stars, how evil can the stars really be? Ask yourself that logically. If you're stuck on that, you know what I'm saying? So let's just jump right into it. Astrology in the Bible. If you open up your Bible to the book of Job, verse 31, it says, "Can you bind the sweet influence of the Pleiades?" And for those of you who don't know what the Pleiades is, it's a star cluster in the constellation Taurus. So the Pleiades is a real spot. You feel me? It's a real spot. And in the book of Job, in the Bible, which is the oldest book known to man, the book of Job, even older than the Bible, speaks on it. And then it later goes on in verse 32, it says, all of those planets have an effect on us. Or no, my bad. It says, Job 38, verse 32, "Can you loose the bands of Orion?" Right? And for those of you who don't know what Orion is a star cluster in the sky that we get to see every single night, right? Orion's belt, that big huge pot that looks like a pot in the sky with the mini pot to the side of it. That's Orion's belt. Orion's belt, coincidentally, is lined up with every single pyramid on this planet. Every single pyramid on this planet, from the Pyramid of Giza, those pyramids down in Mexico, Tulum, they're all lined up perfectly with Orion's belt. So, with that being said, man, whoever made those pyramids knew exactly what time it is, and they were, if the Bible was around, they were reading it much differently than we were, right? So yeah, I mean, think about it. You know, the moon is an electromagnetic field, right? The moon is. Our bodies are electromagnetic fields. That's what makes our bodies run, right? What do you think makes it run? Why do you shock people? Why do people shock you? You ever just touch hands with somebody or touch arms accidentally? You just kind of slightly touch them and you guys shock each other. It's like, oh, ouch, shock. That's electromagnetism. That's the proof that we are electromagnetic beings, right? So with that being said, the moon has a direct effect on the ocean tide. So if the moon has a direct effect on the ocean tide, and our bodies are also water, just like that big ass land mass of water, the ocean, then you can't tell me that the moon is not having an effect on us as humans as well. And did you know that the sun is also one big light ball of electromagnetism? The stars in the sky are also electromagnetism. So that tells us that the stars, the moon, the sun, the 12 planets, they all have an effect on us as humans. When there's a Mercury retrograde happening and shit's really going south, it's not by coincidence. It's because that shit is real. It says in the book of Genesis chapter 1, verse 14, "Let the stars be for signs." That's what it says in the Bible. For some of you Christians and Catholics out there. That's what it says in the Bible. Let the stars be for signs. How about Psalms 147, verse 4? God names the stars. But if you go to your church, your local church, they're going to say, nah, man, astrology is of the devil. Astrology is that witchcraft. Stay away from it. It's evil. No, it's not. If you're reading the Bible correctly if you're reading the Bible on your own, you'll discover all of these verses, right? But even more so, when you really learn how to read the Bible and decipher the Bible correctly, the stories, they become so ever clear. When you decipher that the Bible is Greek mythology and that all of those stories are parables, and you can't take any of it says in the Bible too, don't take any of these stories literally, that all of these stories I'm telling you are a parable, and then you pull up on Sunday and you go and take those stories literally. They got a fucking murder scene when you pull up into a church of Jesus Christ dead on a cross. Nigga, what would you do if you pulled up to your family's house and they had your cousin that just got smoked, fucking his picture dead on the concrete, just fucking right there in the middle of the living room, framed up, just dead, blood gushing, just dead. That's what y'all doing when you pull up on Sunday. There's a murder scene, and then on top of that, it says in the Bible that it's a parable. You shouldn't even take this shit literal. These motherfuckers took the story literally, and they got art that is mimicking a murder scene. People, I'm not here to debate. I'm not here to argue. I'm just here to put this information out here, and hopefully it resonates with a couple of you, and I wake a couple of you up, because we got to just be adults now and start thinking logically. Pulling up to church and all that shit, paying your hard-earned money for God to forgive you, so then after you die, you go somewhere called heaven. Get the fuck out of here. Heaven and hell is here now, in your mind. Depending where your mind is at is depending on where you're at. Heaven or hell. You feel me? So, do your research. Read that Bible on your own. But also, don't read that Bible literally, because the Bible told you so. It tells you the Bible is a parable. Don't read me literally. So read it, but again, don't take it literal. Find out the hidden meaning in it, because it's there. And when you find out the hidden meaning, it is so beautiful and it becomes so clear. You don't need faith.